Hey guys, welcome back. Fruit slice number 5. You have to visit Happy Dotting Company on Etsy to get an awesome molded, well, actually, it's a multi-mold, so there's different sizes and shapes of stones. But this one is from the multi-mold. It's the round flat stone. I'm putting 2 or 3 layers of white paint on top of this because today it's going to be a juicy watermelon. I'm going to start off with my white paint being dry, so it's nice and bold and bright. And I'm going to use some bright green. And I'm going to take one of my little finger sponges. These things are awesome. I think I got a set of 40 of them on Amazon. I'm going to link that in the description of my video. It's like 40 little sponges, and when I'm using them, when I'm done using this color, I throw it in a bottle of water. I throw some tap water in it. I reuse the water bottle over and over, and I just keep my sponges wet until after I'm done painting my rock, and then I go rinse them out with soap and water. But don't let the paint dry on them or else it ruins them. If you rinse them off or put them in a bottle of water until you're ready to rinse them off, they will last you forever. So now I'm going to use some classic green over top of that bright green, but I want to see the bright green. So I'm just going down a little bit further, and then around to the back is going to be classic green. But I still want to see a ring of that bright green around before the white. So you'll understand. Right now, I don't want to hide all of my bright green, just some of it. It's going darker as you get to the bottom, but keep a ring of bright green around the edge. And I love this molded stone because it has like a nice curved edge that you can work with perfectly for these fruit slices. If you don't have a round stone or a molded stone, you can draw a circle and do the same thing that I'm doing within the circle and make a fruit slice that way. A circular fruit slice. Everybody is welcome to do this. So now that my green is drying, I'm going to use a little bit of candy apple, a little bit of begonia, and a little bit of apple red. Candy apple is from Stewart, and the other 2 are FolkArt. And I've mixed that up to make this watermelon color. Now, you might not have those colors available, so you pick from what you have in your collection of paint what is most similar to watermelon in your opinion. So I'm going to do that. Don't go right out to the edge. We want to see some of that white. Don't cover up all the white, just kind of make sections like I'm doing, kind of like a pizza. So pizza slices or pie slices. And I'm just kind of sponging that on with a clean sponge. And I'm going to leave these sections. I want there to be noticeable sections, okay? Now I am going to use a little bit of white, and I'm going to just blend in and lighten certain areas in those sections, because I'm going to try and make this resemble a slice off a watermelon. Now, this isn't normally how I would cut my watermelon up. I don't cut it up in round slices like this, but this we're doing for the fruit series. So I'm still trying to keep some sections. I'm going to be blending and adding a little bit of white here and there. We're only using the greens, and then we've left the green. We're not going to be using green anymore at all. We are just using white and your watermelon color. So we're going to keep blending back and forth until I'm happy with what my watermelon is looking like. You do what you feel looks like a watermelon. It's kind of hard to explain what it looks like. It's just kind of like swirls of watermelon and white and juice and yumminess, but but then you got to add some seeds, and the seeds look like they're in like little sections almost. So that's what I'm trying to do. But I'm just going to keep adding a little bit of white here and there until it looks like a watermelon. And I hope I'm not boring you all. I hope you're still enjoying the fruit series. I have more coming, so get excited. I have to wait a week in between because I have to make them. I have to make my stones, and then I let them dry for a week. So it does take me a little bit longer, but I'm trying to get some up in between so that you don't have to wait so long. And if you saw my last tutorial, I'm still trying to go camping with my boys while we're enjoying no more homeschooling. And we got a new trailer, so we are trying to enjoy the nice summer weather we have in Ontario. It's been hot. It's been warm out there. So luckily we had some nice beach water to survive with. And luckily the new trailer has air conditioning because our tent trailer did not. And it did not smell nice in there with 3 boys, I promise. So I have some little sections. I'm adding a little bit more white with a smaller sponge, a smaller Martha Stewart sponge dauber. You guys have seen these before. It used to be a white plastic stick with a flat sponge on it, but now it's a dirty paint covered white plastic stick, and it still works fantastically. So you can see I'm adding just little bits of white here and there. Sometimes where the seeds are, there's a little bit of lightness around the seeds, judging by pictures and judging by actual watermelon experience. So I'm leaving little white areas where I'm going to be putting seeds, of course. Now for the seeds, I'm mixing together 2 different colors. It's going to be black and burnt umber, so a dark brown. And I'm mixing those together and adding just a little drip of gold so that there's just a little bit of gold in that dark brown in for the seeds. So I'm just going to make sure that this magenta-like color or watermelon color is not too close. I want to still see that white. And it's not perfectly round, like that pink area is not perfectly round. You can actually see like little sections. So make sure you don't do that too perfect. I don't like doing anything too perfect, to be honest. I will be adding glitter. I add glitter to all of my fruit slices. So today I'm going to be adding a little bit of a pink glitter, a chrome powder, but I'm not going to be using like any top coats or UV drying lamps or anything like that. It's just going straight on here like all of the other fruit slices. It just gives it a little more beauty, a little more Rachel's Rocks. So my sections are kind of weird looking, and I promise you there's a method to my madness. I'm going to use a little blending brush. I have a tutorial for a blending brush on my channel, but I'm also going to load it down in the description for you. So make sure you check there for all the paint colors, for the brushes, for the glitter, for the Happy Dotting Company, for my discount codes. Anything you need will be in the description below. So here's the chrome powder. It's very pink. So I'm just going to try and put some of that glitter in some of the lighter areas where you can see I've lightened it up a little. And it's going to be more noticeable under the resin. So you will see that a little bit later. But for now, I'm just dusting it on there. And then I'm going to put Mod Podge or triple thick. I think today this is what I'm going to use because it's right here in front of me. Triple thick and a fresh sponge. And I'm just sponging over top of that glitter to keep it in place because I really don't want pink glitter on the green areas or the white areas. I just kind of want to keep it where it is. So I'm putting that on there. And then once that's dry, we can put the seeds on over top, because you don't want your seeds to get glittery either. They're just going to be black, burnt umber, and gold. So that's the two colors mixed together. I'm going to add a little bit of gold. It's my FolkArt Mayan gold. It's my favorite. I love the consistency of it. I love the pigment. It's very highly pigmented gold paint, and it just looks fabulous. It almost looks like gold leaf when you use it. It's beautiful, but very, very expensive. And I use mine to the last drop, no matter what. Because if you've heard about this paint before, it's costed me an arm and a leg. So if you saw my dragon fruit tutorial, then you saw how I did like little sesame seeds in it. These ones are the same. They're kind of like sesame seeds, only they're a little bit bigger. So in each one of my lightened sections, I'm going to put a couple of seeds here and there in different directions. Once again, some of them are facing down, so you only see the top part of them. And some of them are floating off a little bit on their own. That's okay. They're mature. They're grown up now. It's time to go. But yeah, just add a couple of random seeds where you want them. And they're not going to be glittery. They're going to have a little bit of metallic sheen to them, which you might not really notice until you're up close under the resin, but I can see it from here, and you'll probably be able to see it on yours as well. It just adds a little something, just a little something. So there we go. Is that enough seeds? Do you think I have seeded it enough? Does it look like watermelon? I hope it does. I hope I've picked the right colors. I'm going to use a little bit of moon yellow and a whole lot of white. And I'm going to mix together because sometimes in watermelons you see the lighter color seeds. So I'm doing a very, very light yellow. And I'm just going to do a couple. I'm not going to go overboard. I'm not going to do nearly as many as I did with the dark seeds. I'm just going to do a couple here and there because when I've had watermelon, there's really only been a couple of those lighter colored seeds, but I wanted to add them in there. I didn't want to leave them out. We love you too. White seeds matter, okay? So they're on there now. They've been included. So I'm going to resin this up very, very soon. I'm just going to add so it looks like there's a bit of shine. Like when you slice it open and it's glistening and shiny and wet, I'm just adding a little bit of shine to it. You don't have to do that. You might think, hey, you just ruined the watermelon. But who knows? You might like it. Put your shine wherever you want it. I'm just going to call it shine. But I'm going to leave it there and we're going to resin it. I will see you in just a moment. So here we go. Imaginary drum roll, please. Look at that. The resin brought out all the color that I wanted to see, brings out all the sparkle that I wanted to see, and it looks juicy as heck. I want to take a bite out of it. I hope you guys had fun with this one. I hope it resembles a watermelon slice for you. Don't forget you can make these into coasters. You can put felt on the bottom of them so they don't scrape up your tables. There's lots that you can do on these little circular stones. So don't forget to visit Happy Dotting Company. Use my discount code Rachel's Rocks Canada. You guys know I'm going to be back soon with another slice of fruit. What will it be? Make sure you're still putting your suggestions in the comments. And I will see you guys very, very soon. I love you. Keep painting. Bye.